I'm going to be upfront with all of you. This video is going to cause many of you to have headaches. It's going to cause many of you to be confused at first, and I understand that. I too was confused when I came across this study. Everything that we have been told has been a lie. NASA, with all the other professional buffoons, all they've done is simply dug their own graves. Now, their mistakes, their reputations are catching up to them, and they are being busted, and they are being exposed for what they are. A bunch of professional liars. That's all they are. They will look at you right in the eye, keep a straight face, and lie to you, and tell you that this lie is the truth. And because they are professionals, you are going to buy into their nonsense. Now, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these kinds of videos just to clarify a lot of claims which I'm going to be making. The first thing I'm going to tell you right now is that the map of the world, where the continents are, they are not where they seem. Let's examine the actual map of the world which was actually made in 1892, and this was to be the standard map of the world. And although this map, this standard map of the world was to be the one that is used worldwide and publicly, this is the very map which was hidden away from the public. And guess who still uses this map even until today? That's right, NASA. They use that same map. And to add to the twist, guess which other organization also uses this same map? That's right, the United Nations. This can be seen clearly and evidently when looking at the United Nations flag. You can see that right in front of you. This is the exact same transparent map that you are looking at. Only difference is it is placed now on the United Nations flag. You see it. Antarctica is even revealed in this map. Antarctica is even revealed in this map. The only difference is it cannot be seen on the exact same location as when you are looking at the maps which they are giving to us, which is full of nonsense. Look at this map and I want you to examine it carefully. When you observe this thing, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing that should come to your mind is this. Why does it seem like all the continents of the world seem to be on the same plane in relation to one another? Well, the answer is simple. It's because they are on the same plane. Again, I'm going to repeat it so you understand what I'm saying. The reason why you're seeing the continents as they are according to this map is because the continents of the world are on the same terrestrial plane. The other question that you should be asking also is, okay, if this is the map of the world, then the question is, where is Antarctica? Well, many of you may ask that question because when you look at the freaking globe model that you're looking right there, which really ticks me off when I look at it now, this pathetic globe model that you're looking, which they tell you that this is where you live in, that this is your whole existence is in that small marble, this nonsense of a marble that they gave to you. When you look at that, they tell you this is Antarctica right there, that small ice land that you're looking at over there. Pathetic. This is not even where you live. This is not anywhere close to a home. This is not home. This is not Earth. What you're looking at, that is simply a computer composite by NASA. They created that nonsense of a globe model to tell you this is where you live, and there's nothing peculiar about the human race, nothing special about you. They created that stupid model just to be able to make their nonsense of evolutionary theory seem legitimate. Also, what you need to understand is that there are no actual flight routes that go below the equator. And here's a perfect example for you. Let's examine the globe model and let us flatten the globe model and see it according to how pilots see it. So let's say now, for argument's sake, you want to travel from Chile all the way to Cape Town or South Africa. Would it not make sense to just take the flight from South America and travel across the ocean to Cape Town or to South Africa, because that would be a much quicker distance and shorter distance to travel rather than to go from South America all the way to Europe, and then from Europe make your way all the way down, all the way across the continent of Africa until you reach South Africa. Why would they do that? It does not make sense if we are looking at this from the globe perspective, because the globe does not make sense with the flight routes. However, when we switch gears and let's look at the other map, which shows everything on the same plane, the same flat earth map, when we see this same flight route, it actually makes more sense that it travels that way, because that is the only path that planes can travel to get from South America to South Africa. Observe what you are seeing right now, because that is the only path that they can be able to travel without burning off. They have no other choice but to travel in that same route, because that is the only option that they have. This standard map of the world also depicts and explains the path on which the sun travels around the earth. And listen to this. With regards to the sun's movement, the June solstice, it says in the figures June and December, the white represents, and that's the above image that you're seeing, it says the white represents the sun's position in his perspective months at noon. This shows sunlight inside the Arctic Circle for 24 hours. From June 1st, the sun moves round the tropics in a spiral circle, widening every day until it reaches its destiny on the southern or outer solstice on December 21st. It describes the December solstice. Listen to these words. It says, and I quote, "On December 21st, the sun moves round the Tropic of Capricorn, and during the day it lights up the southern portion of the earth from the Arctic Circle to some portion of Antarctic ice. There is no quote-unquote sunlight beyond 80 degrees south, but unknown regions of ice. On the 23rd of December, the sun commences his northward journey again, returning to his starting place, and thus completes his seasons." Does this not explain why people can see the sun never set when they are in the Arctic Circle? When you go to the Arctic Circle, the sun never sets. The sun goes for a whole 24 hours, and you see it even at night. At midnight hour comes, the sun is still there. Question: where is north, east, south, and west?